Hi, I'm Keegan, and this is A Bunch of Gamers. This is our 142nd episode of Werewolf the Apocalypse 20th Anniversary Edition. Rage across the heavens, the fields of Mars. I'm going to go around and have my players introduce themselves.
I'm Tyler, and I play Kyle, also known as Guards the Low. He's a Philodox of the Children of Gaia.
Hi, I'm Sam. I play Cora. She's an Aruna in the Gaia of Venus.
Hi, I'm Adam. I play Mark Guides the Fallen, and he's a Thurge of the Children of Gaia.
Hi, I'm Sean. I play Zeb Speaks-in-Sweet-Whispers. He is a Theurge of the Silent Striders.
Hello, my name's Thomas. I play Dimitri Howls-In-Memory, Lupus Galliard of the Bone Gnawers.
Hi, my name is George. I am playing William Grows-Matrices. He is a rune of the Glasswalkers.
Last time, the Pax went down to Tumbaya to learn from the Incarnae of Venus. The powerful spirit was pleased at the child and wished for the group to help in raising the perfect metis. However, she informed them that they must prepare themselves, for none of them are children anymore. They are now the adults, and they must be there to help lead the next generation and work with the generation before them to try and battle the coming apocalypse. Leaving Venus, the Pax moved along the star paths until they got to the planet Mars and the realm of Nurgle, the Ice Warrior. Several wolves crafted of ice arrived, and they did battle. After proving themselves to the spirits, they were allowed down to the planet's surface to be tested by Nurgle. As you start moving through the desolate deserts of this place, it's about 2 days of traveling, walking, before you see huge fields of ice. The ice is razor sharp in all directions, sometimes floating, sometimes growing out of the earth like brambles of thorns or trees of razor blades. You'll need to select someone to lead you, and they must succeed a dexterity athletics diff 6. The group will take 3 points of lethal damage, but you will reduce that for every success rolled on the dexterity athletics roll. Rhinos will bump that up to diff 8 due to your enormous size and the gaps between razor blades getting smaller.
Oh, so we want to do this in Hamid.
Yeah, or Lupus, even.
It's probably going to be Cora or myself.
8.
Who has the higher? So you have 8.
It's Cora.
Cora, so you're leading the group. Dex Athletics, diff 6, please. No damage as you perfectly move everyone through, ducking where you need to duck, climbing where you need to climb. This journey takes 2 days, and you start eating from your packs as hunger starts to set in as you're sitting in a razor blade forest. In the distance, you do see Sokta glowing dimly. Due to her distance, you all gain 1 point of rage. It is difficult to tell what her auspice is, as she almost appears like a distant star.
I am going to take the time to use Strength of Purpose.
Okay. 1 willpower, I believe, yes?
I think so, yeah, because it's 1 for every 2.
Yep. So, 1 willpower, return.
I'm also going to activate Lagomorph's Boon, because I haven't used that yet in a good minute.
Probably good for the challenges to come. Maybe not.
Fuck. Okay.
That's a botch.
It is a botch. What does botch mean for Lagomorph's Boon?
It means that the spirit is so offended that the fetish crumbles in your hand and it flees.
Oh, I don't care for that. Okay.
Mulligan time?
Yeah, that's an early one, but yeah, okay.
It happens sometimes.
Try that again.
Sometimes.
That's better.
Hey.
Alright. So you can convert two 1s into just regular failures. As you finally pass through, you get to the other side of the blood ice forest. And you move for another day. The food sustaining you through that day, you don't have to eat a ton, as your bodies are efficient with food. And then you come across the second challenge of the round. An endless dust storm spinning in all directions, throwing dirt, debris, and blotting out Katanka Sonak from shining, the sky deep gray and red. You will need to, each of you must make a stamina roll, diff 8, to avoid damage from this storm. It will take 3 days, so you'll do this roll 3 times. It is lethal damage, and you cannot heal while in the storm. Yes.
What is it's a dust storm. Is it like just a desert out there then?
Yeah, it's the Martian landscape.
Oh, okay. Can I transform into Hispo? Would that up my difficulty?
No, it will not up your difficulty, so you can shift to different forms. Just remember, someone's got to carry the kid.
Okay.
I'll shift into Krynos and shield the child.
Okay. Anyone else transforming?
Oh yeah. Krynos. Yeah. I'll be Krynos.
Krynos as well.
All right. Make your stamina rolls. Cool. And you'll have to do this 3 times, but let's do it per day. So, one lethal for William, 1 lethal for Zeb. As little pieces of sand and even like naturally formed glass from the ancient volcanoes of Mars come through, slicing up your flesh, even in Krynos form. As you're able to get a little bit of shelter and sleep the night, and you go off on your second day. Roll stamina once again.
I would like to use my mulligan.
Okay. It isn't a botch. You just take 1 lethal.
Oh, just 1 lethal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Per day, yeah. And it just isn't here.
I'll just take the lethal.
Alright. Everyone? No. So, Zeb, you also take a lethal. William, you're good.
No, I got
I'm
0.
sorry, not William. I'm sorry. I meant Zeb. Zeb, you're good. No, Zeb, William. Oh, yeah, you did. I saw the 2, not the 0. So, Zeb, William, and Mark, you take a point of lethal as it's starting to get through your eyes, kind of get some crusties in them. And you've got like shards of razor sharp sand rolling around under your eyelids, cutting into your nose, digging into your gums. As you actually feel the gums starting to slowly get etched away from your teeth. Day 3, please. Don't worry, Zeb, you can't get any uglier.
Oh, yeah?
Try me. Oh, poor William.
It's not a botch.
It's not a botch. It's not a botch.
But Jesus, I am not rolling well today.
That does seem to be a trend today, yeah. Alright.
Oh, no.
William, you take another point of lethal. Cora's good, Kyle's good, Mark's good, Dimitri's good.
Why'd you only roll 6 dice this time instead of 7?
I'm at 2 damage, so I have a -1.
That doesn't affect soak.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
Oh, Zeb, no.
Nope, still didn't help.
So another point on Zeb and William as you're kind of holding each other up at this point. Blood kind of leaking down your sides. Your fur is getting matted. It almost looks like scabs are forming, but it's actually blood mixing with the sand and creating kind of like mud packs under your fur, becoming clumps of blood and sand. As you finally escape the worst of it, the lethal will heal 1 day at a time, just because you've got so much debris in there that you've got to kind of like pluck it out. And now you are at the foot of the mountain. It looms above, and even down here you hear the cheers and the clashing of weapons and combat and sport up above. We're going to go with the lowest to determine how many days it takes to climb this. So who has the lowest stamina athletics?
Are we doing this in Krynos or in Hamid?
I'm guessing Krynos. There are no
Okay.
restrictions. So, not you.
Not me.
So it's between Zeb and Dimitri. Who wants to test their luck?
Sure.
Alright. So, it will take 7 days to climb. It will be diff 8, and every success you roll reduces the number of days by 1. 4 days to climb. So
So
luckily,
does that mean
you've healed
lethal
all your
is healed?
lethal. It does mean you've healed all your lethal. Good for you. As you get to the edge and the lip of the volcano, you see the cooled magma below, and you see warriors duking it out, and upon a throne of ice and crimson, you see Nurgle, the god of war, Incarnae of Mars.
Come, test yourselves. It is time. Glory to those who battled well.
As you see him take a giant sword crafted of the same ice in the fields that you crossed, and slams it down as waves form, pushing the combatants aside, placing them upon the seating of the amphitheater to watch, and everything goes silent as steps form in front of you, and everything awaits.
Alright, that's...
I'm gonna start walking down those steps.
Mm-hmm.
Do that.
As you start walking down those steps, as the cheers start to turn into begin just slowly, as they pick up, as you hear Nurgle call out,
It is time to face an enemy you have not for some time. Fight valiantly, fight powerfully, prove your worth.
As he slams his ice clave into the ground, and light seems to almost vanish as the shadows pool and a tall shadow-like being rises up. The shadow-like being whose blighted touch and scrags forced all of Fomori's bane into frenzies and caused their thralls of the worm, where they murdered so many innocent people so many years ago. As the crowd goes wild. Initiative.
Oh, sure, I can roll high when it comes to initiative.
So we'll start with the Neliok. It is going to activate... it's going to spend 2 essence to activate armor, to add its gnosis to its soak roll. And it's going to activate the gift Blast by spending another point of essence for an auto hit on Kyle, as it is Kyle's... Or we're going to do William at the top of the initiative. So, Blast. And finally, it's going to activate on that Blast Blighted Touch. Alright, next would be Dimitri. What do you plan on doing this round?
I'm going to use my old favorite, distractions.
Okay. Sounds good. Alright, and so next is Mark.
How effective would Spirit Snare be against it at this moment? Because it only reduces its willpower by 2. And it doesn't stack.
-2 is good. Because that's its action pool, and it's, I think that just affects its action pool, actually, if I remember correctly. Or no, that affects its action pool and its soak.
If I can say this and help strategize, -2 of his willpower would help me use distractions and lower his dice pool even further.
Perfect. I'm gonna use Spirit Snare, and then I'm gonna spend a point of rage to dodge.
Okay. Can I ask why you're dodging?
Wait, never mind. Yeah, so I'll just spend the Gnosis to use Spirit Snare.
Next is Zeb.
Spending a Gnosis for Spirit Ward.
Perfect. Kyle?
If Cora is interested, I would like to flank with her and spend 3 rage for 4 claw attacks.
Okay.
Cool. And Cora?
I am going to go in with a claw attack and... First, because it's not really close to us right now, right?
It's within moving distance.
Okay, I'm gonna first throw my hammer at it, and then go in for a claw attack, while flanking, with Kyle.
Alright.
Yeah.
William.
I'm gonna activate Steel Fur. Spend a point of willpower.
Okay.
And then it's... Nope, sorry, Stamina Science.
You did not steal fur.
It was not a botch at least, but Jesus Christ.
At least your initiative is high.
Okay. I tried.
Alright. Cora, make your hammer throw. That hits 4 rollover.
Damn.
Alright, you did 6 points of damage.
I think that's the most damage I've ever done to anything.
That's a lie.
That is a lie.
Is that a lie?
It is a lie.
It's absolutely a lie.
Oh. I usually feel like I'm rolling like, oh, you do 1 or 2 points of damage because your rolls suck.
Sam, you rolled Might of Thor last session, and you did like 12 damage after
That's
soak.
right. That's right. I did. That was pretty good. I forgot about that.
She also put a crater in the side of a mountain, which I think is a lot of damage.
Yeah, you did like 9 damage on that guy.
Oh,
Saved Kyle's life.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay.
Doing 6 damage. So roll your claw attack at a -1 difficulty because you are flanking with Kyle. Okay, 5 roll over. Did 2 damage. All right, Kyle, 4 roll over. Nice, you did 6 damage.
All right, second attack.
Okay, 6 roll over. Soaked. As you come in and you just slam your claws in. You go in strong with the first claw, and then your heart's just not in for the second. You're like, I'm doing so good, I'm not going to even try. Oh no! Third attack.
Yeah. Motherfucker. 4 ones.
That's how I feel right now.
4 roll over. Alright, you did 3 damage.
Last attack.
Your last attack just doesn't quite go through, as it kind of just passes through the shadows. There's kind of a inky feeling on your hands, though nothing is there. Cora, your hammer is kind of like got a weird sense of it being tarnished, but it still shimmers. Alright. Zeb, Spirit Ward. Alright, 1 success.
Alright, so -1 to its dice pool, -1 essence around.
Mark, so you gotta attack it first.
Okay, spent my Gnosis, got my attack roll, and bam. Whoop.
Not a successful attack roll.
Never mind.
It's gonna be one of those nights.
Oh boy.
Don't worry, all it does is give you crippling depression.
Yeah, I've already got that.
And an
That's
insatiable,
okay.
uncontrollable
More.
urge to eat people.
I mean, people like depressed people go through a jug of ice cream, you know, when they're depressed. A werewolf goes through a campground of people when they're depressed. All right, Dimitri, your difficulty is 9.
Alright, it's better than 10.
It is distracted at a -1 penalty for 3 rounds. Meliak, it's activated armor, so its soak goes up by 4 dice. And then it activates blast, so it just rolls rage, but it's at a -1 from Spirit Ward, but not distractions, due to that being just a damage roll, not a attack roll. As William, you see the light kind of just disappear from your area, and I need you to roll soak. As you take 4 ag, and now I need you to roll willpower, difficulty 8. William, you are confronted with every horrible thing you have ever done. All the pleading eyes of the cyber dogs you killed. You are confronted with the kinfolk that you have housed, but pulled into your web of exploited labor. You are confronted with all of it and the demonstrable hugeness of the system that you are both a part of and battling against. And it starts to weigh heavier and heavier and heavier upon you as you begin to fall into Harano. Unless you wish to spend a mulligan to try and re-roll that for just a regular failure.
I probably should. Alright, I don't think it's gonna change anything, but you know what? I'm gonna try it.
Harano's a bit more permanent.
It is. Hey!
You don't get any sad. I lied, you fool. You fell for the greatest ruse in history. But you still take 4 ag. That was not a lie. So as you see the light get pulled from the area, from William, you see the darkness within his body, the actual shadows cast by him, turn into spikes and shoot out the front of him as blood spills out in all directions and the shadow pulls back. And all that you hear is the whispers of all the slain, and those you have murdered in the past whisper your fault as the shadows recede. Round 2. Then Niliak is going to activate... Oh, we can't activate that until someone dies.
That sounded a lot more like a when than an if, the way you said that.
What's to say, really? The Niliak is going to activate Blast again for an auto shot at William. And because Blast is its own thing, it's going to also dodge. Dimitri.
I was thinking of using Song of the Siren. I'm sorry, I'm just reading the GIF so that I understand how it works.
Okay.
But basically, if it works, however many successes I get on the roll is how many turns that Niliak won't be able to take any actions. But there's a chance that Fomori's Bane might also get caught up in it too.
Oh, that is a thing, yes. Because they're not part of your pack, officially.
Yeah. So that's a risk you guys want to take? Or
How does your role work? Like, because would we all be guaranteed to be caught up in it? Or would it be like, oh, those with willpower lower than this will be caught up in it?
The player rolls charisma performance difficulty equal to the target's willpower, the target's willpower being 9, and spends 1 gnosis point. Pack mates resist the gift automatically. All others within earshot whose willpower is exceeded are affected. Enchanted targets cannot perform. So if he succeeds, you guys are affected. Because I don't think any of you have willpower above 9.
Alright, never mind then. I will...
Well, just to be clear, that wasn't my point. Wasn't if we'd be affected, don't do it. It was more of, if you fail, none of us will be affected. If you succeed, it would just be Fomori's Bane and the creature. So you guys would get free turns. Like, that's still good. There's no chance of it only affecting us and not it, was what I was worried about.
Okay. I'm gonna go for it then.
Okay, Song of the Siren?
Yeah.
Perfect. Mark?
I'm going to spend 2 rage for 3 attacks.
Okay. Are they all claws?
They're all going to be bites.
Okay. Perfect. Zed?
Battle Mandela.
Knew that was coming. Good choice. Alright. Kyle?
I am going to hopefully flank with Cora again, but this time with a single claw.
Sounds good.
Alright, and Cora.
I'm gonna do also a single claw because I'm running low on range.
Okay. William.
I think what I'm going to do is hold my action to after Dimitri to see if the Song of Siren goes off.
Okay.
And either way, I am going to activate... I'm going to Steel Fur and Claw.
Alright, so you're not going yet. Cora, Claw, -1 difficulty. So 2 rollover.
Ew.
1 damage.
Yeah.
I think that's the most damage you've done.
Fuck you, Keegan.
Alright. Kyle. It successfully dodged as it shimmers through your claws, moving oddly gracefully as its body kind of elongates and moves in a weird rhythm as if light were flickering and changing the direction of the shadow. And so next is Zeb with his Battle Mandala. I'll just keep that dodge for Mark. 2, so 2 essence per turn, right?
No, 1 essence per turn. It's a Battle Mandala of this area. Right.
Okay, but Spirit Ward is 1 essence per turn as well.
Spirit Ward, yes,
right?
2 essence per turn and -1 die to his dice pool. Yep.
Yep. So that takes 2 there now. And then next is Mark with your 3 bites. Got 3 successes on its first dodge. So 1 rollover. It's soaked.
Oof.
As
Right,
your teeth didn't imagine Shadow could be so hard.
Next attack.
So you got I'll roll over.
So
Actually, 6 roll over because it botched its dodge roll.
Ooh.
Look at a monster soak though. You did 1 damage.
Woohoo!
Bite. Get a good enough to get just in barely. And last bite.
All right. Let's see if we can do more damage.
1 roll over.
Right.
All right, you did 4 damage.
Woo!
Get your bite in. As you rip out, the little shadowy tendrils kind of grab as you hear kind of like these calls and begs for mercy from past sins grabbing and pulling at your lips before they vanish and dissipate. All right, Dimitri, Song of the Siren.
All right, here we go.
F9.
3 successes.
3 successes. The Meliok is unable to act, but still spends the 2 essence for its charms. It is stunned for 3 turns.
And that also applies to Fomori's Bane? Yes?
Yes, it does. So, Dimitri, what are you doing this round?
Whoa.
Right, you're right.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I held,
You held. You're right.
and then I didn't make my steal for roll again.
Just burning through that willpower.
Yep.
Soaked. As it's stunned, slap, as you're just trying. As you're thinking maybe you should have gotten Hirano. At least you would have had an excuse. Alright, now declare again. Meliok is stunned. Dimitri, what are you doing this round?
I'm gonna move into position to flank with Zeb and William, and I'm gonna claw.
But before you do that, can we Fernal?
Yeah.
You can?
Yeah, let's do that.
So that would be... So you'll be attacking the Fernal spot, and William, you'll be doing the initial Fernal?
Sure.
Okay.
So that means I get to roll my pack tactics too.
Yep. Mark is stunned. Zeb, are you going to follow suit?
With assisting with the Fernarl? Yes. Because
Alright.
it's a 3-group pack tech, right? Or minimum,
You
right?
can... minimum 2. So
you can attack the Fernal spot too.
Yeah.
Okay.
One can rip armor, and the others can attack.
Alright, well I'll attack with I'll hold my action to attack with Dimitri, so we're both flanking with the Fernarl concert.
Okay. Kyle is stunned, Cora is stunned, and William is doing a Fernarl.
But with pack tactics, I get to spend a point of willpower and give +1 dice to each of us because we are doing a pack tactic. Just a Dex Brawl Diff 7.
Alright, that's 4.
Each 2 successes.
Minus 2 from the armor.
Yeah.
So
1 dice from his soak rolls for that location.
Alright, so soak is down by 2.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Alright. Cool. And then it's your turn, Zeb and Dimitri. So takes 2 automatic points of damage. And I believe it's a +1 or a +2 difficulty to attack the Fernal spot.
+2 difficulty.
+2 difficulty.
That's
okay.
2 to her difficulty, yep.
So, but -1 for the flanking maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
It's -1.
You mean +1?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
+1.
Difficulty 7 on claw attack.
Yep. And Dimitri, make your roll as well.
Alright.
No go from Zeb.
Oh, you also don't forget you also get that +1 die.
Yep.
Sure do. Alright, let's roll a 1d10 separate here.
That's enough to hit, Dimitri.
Alright.
I'll roll. It's soak. All your stuff is rollover. It has successfully soaked.
Ah, darn.
Alright. What are you all doing now?
I'm gonna keep clawing at the I'm gonna keep clawing at the spot.
Okay. Spot. Do you want to bite? Because that'll reduce your difficulty further.
Yeah, I'll bite, and I'll actually spend a rage to bite twice.
Okay. And you, Zeb?
I'm gonna hold and flank with him, but I'm gonna use Spirit Snare as my attack.
Okay, and that does not have to hit the Fernald spot, so cool. And William.
If I Silver Claw, I can't attack because that's a Gnosis roll.
Yep.
Okay.
But it will generate rage.
No, I'm going to spend a point of rage to claw twice, and then spend my last rage on Spur Claws. Spur Claws is on the next successful attack, so it's not unused until, or it's not used until my a successful attack.
Yep. All right.
If I read that correctly.
Yes. So make your roll.
Okay. 4.
All right.
And then my spur clause goes off, so it takes a +2 difficulty
Okay.
for the rest of until it pulls out the claws.
Okay. That doesn't apply to soak, but
Right. I don't know if this fight's gonna keep going. So
I'll
6
roll over.
rollover. That's good.
Extra good. Don't fuck up.
8, 14, 4 damage.
You-
1 damage, or 3 damage.
3 damage. All right. Zeb, we'll do you first with your spirit snare attack. Just gotta hit it. You hit as a tether of light comes from your hands, shoots forward as you see an owl grab the end of it and wrap the spirit tight. As you see kind of silver threads hanging off this terrifying shadow being. All right, Dimitri, make your attack at the Fernal spot.
Okay.
Diff 6.
Here's bite number 1.
Oh,
Can I spend a mulligan to reroll that?
you sure can. I'll tell you how to spend them.
This is gonna be one of those sessions that all of our mulligans is spent.
For hilarious reasons.
Yeah.
And someone's gonna get the rage roll and they're gonna fail. It's like, who has a mulligan left? No one! Alright, that's 3 roll over.
Uh-oh.
You did 5 damage.
Nice. Alright, and then bite number 2.
5 roll over.
Ooh.
Come on, Dimitri. Roll that damage. As you leap up, you get a good bite, and you rip the shadow till there's this horrifying scream. The threads disappear. Your friends snap out of the siren song as if they were in a daze, and you hear the clapping from across the arena.
Wonderful! Wonderful! What a show! Gets the blood really flowing.
As he leaps off of his throne, crosses the entirety of the crater and lands right in between all of you.
Fighting and vanquishing an ancient foe.
His grizzled face, his crimson beard, he has a cloak of a wolf upon him with great plate mail.
I wish to challenge you.
His arms grow out and several swords come out.
Show me battle.
As you fight him, you guys get trounced, but you made such a good show of it that he laughs, slams his fists down, and several of the ice warriors come, bringing you mead and ambrosia, healing your damage, restoring your rage and your gnosis to full.
Wonderful. Now, what brings you to my realm, though worthy combatants?
First, it has been a true pleasure to meet you and to meet you in battle. Thank you for that opportunity. But we have come here seeking your knowledge and some of your advice. We have with us this child, this perfect child born of 2 metas.
Perfect child's crafted 2 metas. Interesting.
As he looks up to the sky and then looks back down at the child.
Did that
As he points to Anthelios.
herald its birth?
They did coincide, yes.
I see. The child is clearly strong. I see it. Its lack of aberrations, its strength, its fury. But it could be a danger. I would recommend being true tacticians and killing the child before it comes into its own power, so that it does not threaten Gaia.
There are many Garu that agree with you, but for us, I cannot bend my morals so far as to allow myself to kill a child.
Then you have a strength of conviction. I can appreciate that.
There are many prophecies about it, that it will, well, bring victory in the end days. But it does not say for whom. I would like to think that that would be the child's choice, that it is not chosen for it.
I see. I can respect that. Very well. Then I give to you all some gifts. Take this
As his hand passes through you.
and gain the shards of icy rage. May they guide you and attack opponents who are too cowardly to face you toe to toe. And to you, Isle guards below, You are one who has been under my birth sign, so I shall honor it. Take this. Take my call to arms.
And you gain the gift Nurgle's Call to Arms.
Thank you. We will use these gifts to slay the worm wherever we can.
And for your honor, one last gift for you, Kyle Guards below.
As he places his hand and goes,
Because you are so honorable, so too could your enemies.
and you gain the gift Challenge of Single Combat as well.
For the rest of you, you have all shown great spirit, and so I shall gift you fetishes. You have shown strength as you have faced all these challenges while carrying a child. So,
As he places his hands together and expands them, as you see a clave of ice appear.
to you, William.
Reach out and grab it.
Thank you. I will use this well.
I have no doubts. But remember, not all weapons are equally useful on the battlefield. A true warrior knows how to lead and casts aside symbols of status. And all of you,
As you see everyone besides Kyle and William, he gives you blood ice. He gives you 5 blood ice, which are talents.
Is
No.
that 5 each?
5
or-
each.
Okay.
Although I'm sure I can guess your feelings on it, what do you think of Amphelios? Are you preparing for war?
I am. Whether the star is actually a star attempting to subvert Katanka Sonic or a meteor, it is coming, and it will be a glorious battle. Blood shall be shed, and the heavens will rumble with the drums of war.
Will the other Celestial Incarna be joining you? We haven't visited everyone.
I'm sure some will. I'm sure the shadowy ones will try and sneak out of it and contemplate this meaning. What contemplation is there? There is gauntlet and blade, shield and spear, life and death.
That is surely all we can offer the worm in this coming apocalypse.
Yes. Yes, good.
As you see him getting more like lupine features, his teeth growing as he gets this wolfish grin, his shoulders becoming even broader.
You have your answers, and you have your strength back. Take the road to the heavens and ask more. Ask away, reconnaissance is part of war. But at the end of all of this, you know what you must do. Fight, believe, and rend your enemies.
Thank you for everything.
Just remember, it's something that your tribe, as he looks at you and Mark, tends to forget. Unicorns have horns to defend and pierce their enemies. They are not always peaceful.
And so you go into the heavens, and you begin your journeys to the next planets. But, unfortunately, it has to be a short episode this week, and we will find out what happens next time. Thank you to everyone who listened. We'll catch you in that next episode. Bye.
Bye.
See you then.